This statement from one of my clients completely shocked me the other day. We had been working together for a while to try to help him and his girlfriend get their relationship closer. They had a lot of different challenges they were facing, but they were starting to move in a good direction, and they were going to move into a new apartment. And they were talking about moving in and how they were going to move and what mover they were going to use and everything else. And then all of a sudden, she said, I want you to do X. So there was a list of like 10 things. And he said, well, honey, I'm going to do all these 9, but this one, no, that's not for me. I'm not going to do that. And she looked at him and she said, but you must. And he said, well, what do you mean I must? She said, if we're partners, you must do everything that I say 100%. And he said, does that mean that everything I say you have to follow 100%? And then she gaslighted. And then she immediately went into, I don't think you really understand relationships. Instead of answering the question, she gaslighted. But she kept pounding on him. And he said the conversation went on for over 2 hours, where she just wouldn't relent. She said, if you love me, here we go with these games, right? Manipulation. If you love me, you would agree with me 100% all the time. And, he was so confused. And at first, the first hour that they were talking, he was so frustrated. And she just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. No, you must, you must, you must. And he said, there's not a relationship in the world. I've talked to David about this, and he's never heard you tell me that. I've never shared this with him. This is the first time I've heard you tell me this. But there's no relationship in the world that he has ever talked about where it's perfect, where people agree with each other 100% of the time, honey. I don't know where you're going. But she would not let up. Now, they have had problems in the past with her controlling him, not letting him sleep by himself when he's stressed out, and 1,000 other things this woman did. But this was a new one. You must agree with me all the time, 100%. So the next morning he got up and just sent her a text and said, honey, I'm so sorry, but if you expect someone to agree with you 100%, you're going to have to find a new guy. I'm going into my session with David, and if I have any other thoughts, I'll share them with you later. And he came in, and I was shocked. I bet there's been 2 times in 46 years of counseling that I've ever heard these words. 2 times where, whether it's a guy or a girl, this happens to be a girl, who said, you must agree with me to be in a relationship with me. You must agree with me 100% of the time. I mean, it's just so much pressure. It's so insane. That is an outrageously codependent relationship. He will become so submissive to her. He will have to say yes to everything, which is the most incredibly unhealthy way to have a relationship. Codependency one-on-one. If you're not familiar with it, grab our #1 best-selling book on relationships that's at Amazon.com. Just go to Amazon and Google David Essel books, and it's going to be right there. Love and Relationship Secrets is the name of the book, but it's all about codependency. So as he was telling me this, he was fighting back tears. He said, I just don't even know what to do. I love this woman so much, David, but I don't think I could ever promise anyone that I'll agree with them 100% of the time. And now I'm torn. I want to be with her, but she's making this an ultimatum, and we're supposed to be moving into this apartment really soon, and I don't know what to do. And I gave him a bunch of exercises, about what he needed to think about and what decision was best for him, what decision was best for the relationship, and he came back, and he actually called that night and said, can I come in tomorrow and have an emergency session? And I said, absolutely. And when he came in, he said, I have to end the relationship today. We have had problems in the past with her controlling me. You know all about that. And I've kicked around and brought her back. I've done that codependent thing. I've done that, whatever you want to call it, David. You've educated me so well. But now you've given me the tools. And for the first time in my life, I'm going to end a relationship because of this quest that she has me on. I'm going to turn into her pool boy. I'll turn into her yard boy. I'll end up having to do grocery shopping. He goes, I can just see it. If I have to agree with everything that she says, she's going to use the hell out of me. And we had a great conversation. And when he left the office, he was feeling so much better. He did go home. He did text her, email her, tried to call her. They couldn't talk on the phone because everyone was so irritated with each other. And he finally just said, love, you want 100% agreement, and I'm going to say I'm 100% gone. And that was the text, and she never replied. And so I think she was also looking for a way out of the relationship. I mean, she's not a dumb woman. I met her a couple times. But, you know, for her to expect 100% agreement is just ridiculous. And I hope that you're not in a relationship that you're expected of that. I hope that you don't have a relationship where you expect your partner to agree 100% of the time. That is so freaking unhealthy. Hey, if you need help in relationships, we offer everybody a free 20-minute session on the phone, regardless of where you live. Just go to talkdavid.com and look for the Contact Us page at talkdavid.com. Send an email. My team will set up a call ASAP. And don't forget, at talkdavid.com, we have 5 of our top-selling books absolutely free. Grab them. That might help as well. But if someone says you must agree with me 100% of the time, I think you need to run. That's unfortunate, because he really did love her. But in his mind, he had no option, and he's correct. I hope you have a beautiful day.